Hello there, I'm Peter Ward. I'm the Director of Real Estate Development, appointed jointly by King's College London and Guy's and St Thomas's, working in partnership with King's Health Partners on the development of strategic plans for the redevelopment of the estates at Guy's, St Thomas's and Denmark Hill. One of the key strategies of both institutions is that we're short of space within which to support the development of early stage companies and some of the ideas that come out of our academic and clinical activity. And one of the issues associated with that is that we're very short of space and the resources necessary to support it. So we decided a couple of years ago to go out to the market for firms to support us in doing that, and to take two properties that are currently unused, Newcomen Street behind me at the Guy's campus and the Block 9 extension at the St Thomas's campus, and turn them into life science incubators, which they then operate. After a competition, we appointed We Are Pioneer Group to do that in partnership with the Trust and University. And I'm here with Glenn Crocker, who is a director of We Are Pioneer Group, who we appointed following that competition, and is going to say a few words about what the plans are. So Glenn, perhaps we could start by describing a little bit about We Are Pioneer Group's track record and what attracted you to this opportunity.
As already been said, I am the Executive Director at We Are Pioneer Group, responsible for ventures. And that means the venture development, so creating new companies, as well as the investment side of the business. Now, Pioneer Group has been is relatively new, but it's formed from the merger between two well-established organisations. And we do three things. We provide the physical, social and financial infrastructure that enables life science companies to grow and succeed. What I mean by that is, from the physical infrastructure side of things, it's the space, the specialist facilities, laboratories and equipment that early stage life science companies need. We've got about 3 million square feet of space now across 10 sites in the UK. We've just branched out into Ireland and looking at more sites across Europe. From the social side of things, we're talking about the team that we have, the venture development team that creates new companies, works with them and then helps them grow, builds networks, supports the businesses and creates the whole ecosystem around the supportive infrastructure. And then finally, from the finance side of things, we run investment funds and we invest in early stage companies. We've invested about 30 or so companies so far in the last sort of 5 or 6 years. We've had 5 exits from that 30 and we've had about a 14 times return on the investments that we have made so far. So we're pretty pleased with our track record to date. And it's that skill set that we're hoping to bring to bear and to make the Newcomen Street site as successful as possible, and more particularly the companies that are coming out of the hospital and the university.
So what was it that attracted you to the potential to work in partnership with King's College, Guy's and St Thomas's and King's Health Partners?
Well, I guess first and foremost, it's the opportunity to work with one of the leading centres for life science research in the world. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? Secondly, the sites are in a fantastic location, both here and by St Thomas's Hospital. And then thirdly, there is a huge demand, as you well know, for life science space across the UK and in particular in London. And so commercially, we think it's going to be a great success. So those three things together just make this a really obvious opportunity for us to get involved with.
So of your existing projects, a number of them have been in partnership with universities and teaching hospitals. Tell us a bit about the lessons you've learned from those partnerships.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually been working with universities and hospitals for probably about 20 years. So over that time, learned a fair amount about what works and what doesn't work. And I guess at the heart of all of those relationships where they're most successful, it's that trust element. It's the fact that everybody ultimately wants to get the same out of the relationship, which is about creating successful life science companies. So if we do that, then we're translating high quality research to the bedside, but we're also hopefully creating value for the university, for the hospital when it exits those, and for the founders of those companies. And if we have an investment in that, for us as well. So we all want exactly the same thing. The more successful the companies are, the more space they take, the more value they generate, and so on. And what we need to do is make sure that we all acknowledge our strengths and the areas that we're not so strong in, and act in a complementary manner. And when we do that, I think we can be so much more together than we are individually. And it's understanding what those complementarities are, acknowledging them, and working together to build on those.
That's great. And my final question, what makes for a really great life science incubator?
I guess, again, the overriding element to this is that it must be run by people who understand life sciences research and understand the business of life sciences, those two things together. If you don't understand that and you just understand the real estate side of things, you can still make a successful building, but it won't reach that extra level that you need. And so that is really important. The second thing is understanding that it is so much more than the bricks and mortar. It's about what goes on inside. It's the ability to create that community, and that the word ecosystem is bandied around a lot, but that's because I'm not sure that there is another word that is as good. And what it means is building those networks, having people who are able to create those serendipitous interactions between companies, and also curate those interactions as well. So we have a team of people who understand what the companies are trying to achieve, talk to them, and then they're able to say, okay, well, you need to speak to this guy here, or we're going to bring this person in to get involved with your company. And that adds a huge amount of value. And so, again, it's a bit of a cliche, but it isn't about the building itself. It's not about what makes a success. It's not the facilities that make a successful incubation facility. It's the people inside it and how you get that to work.
Brilliant. Glenn, thank you very much.